Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, 2017, full movie recap. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle is a thrilling and comedic adventure that takes the classic board game from the original Jumanji, 1995, and transforms it into a video game with a whole new twist. The story follows 4 high school students who get sucked into the virtual world of Jumanji and must survive in their avatar forms to escape the dangerous jungle. The detention and discovery, the film opens with 4 high school students: Spencer, a nerdy gamer; Fridge, a football player; Bethany, a self-absorbed social media star; and Martha, an introverted and smart student being sent to detention for various infractions. While cleaning out the school's basement, they discover an old video game console with the game Jumanji. Out of curiosity, they decide to play, each selecting an avatar character from the game's menu. Once they hit start, the 4 students are transported into the game's jungle setting, where they are transformed into their chosen avatars. Spencer becomes Dr. Smolder Bravestone, played by Dwayne Johnson, a strong, brave archaeologist. Fridge becomes Franklin Mouse Finbar, played by Kevin Hart, a small zoologist with a weakness for cake. Bethany becomes Professor Sheldon Shelley Oberon, played by Jack Black, an overweight middle-aged cartographer. Martha becomes Ruby Roundhouse, played by Karen Gillan, a martial arts expert. The Jungle Adventure. Once in the game, they quickly realize that to escape, they must complete the game's objective: to return a magical jewel, known as the Jaguar's Eye, to its resting place at the top of a giant statue in the jungle. The jewel was stolen by the game's villain, Russell Van Pelt, played by Bobby Cannavale, who has gained control over the jungle's animals. Van Pelt is determined to stop the players from restoring the jewel, so he unleashes dangerous animals and henchmen to pursue them. Each player has 3 lives, but as they navigate the treacherous terrain of Jumanji, they quickly lose some of them through humorous and dangerous mishaps. Spencer, in his avatar of Dr. Bravestone, takes the lead as the group's natural leader, but his courage is tested. Fridge, now smaller and weaker than he's used to, must adapt to his new limitations, while Martha learns to embrace her new abilities as a confident fighter. Bethany, now trapped in a man's body, struggles with the awkwardness of her new identity, but eventually contributes to the team with her map-reading skills. New friend and team dynamics. Along the way, they meet Alex, played by Nick Jonas, another player who has been trapped in the game for 20 years. Alex had been playing the game as the pilot Jefferson Seaplane McDonough and was stuck at a particular level for years, unable to finish the game. The group helps Alex regain hope, and together they form a stronger team. Throughout their adventure, the group learns important lessons about teamwork, friendship, and self-acceptance. Spencer gains confidence, Fridge learns to rely on others, Martha becomes more self-assured, and Bethany realizes there is more to life than her outward appearance. The final challenge. The climactic moment arrives when the group reaches the final level of the game. To win, they must place the Jaguar's Eye back in its rightful place at the top of the statue. However, they are pursued by Van Pelt and his army, forcing them to work together and use each of their avatars' strengths to outwit the villain. In a thrilling final battle, Spencer bravely faces Van Pelt. Martha uses her combat skills to fight off enemies. Fridge supports the team, and Bethany uses her strategic skills to guide them. Together, they successfully return the jewel to the statue, causing Van Pelt to be defeated and freeing the jungle from his control. Returning to reality. With the game completed, the group is transported back to the real world, back in their original teenage bodies. They realize they've all grown in different ways. Spencer and Martha's budding romance is more apparent. Fridge and Spencer rebuild their friendship, and Bethany becomes more empathetic and less self-centered. They also discover that Alex, who was trapped in the game for 2 decades, has returned to the real world at the moment he first disappeared, with his life fully restored. The film ends with the group smashing the Jumanji game console, ensuring that no one else can get trapped in the dangerous jungle ever again. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle combines action, comedy, and heartfelt moments as 4 teenagers learn valuable life lessons while navigating the dangerous and thrilling world of Jumanji. With strong performances by Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan, the film brings new life to the Jumanji franchise and offers an entertaining adventure for both longtime fans and new audiences. The final showdown and completing the game. In the climax of Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, the group of high school students, now transformed into their video game avatars, reaches the final level of the game. Their mission is to return the Jaguar's Eye, a magical jewel, to its rightful place on a statue atop a giant mountain. However, the game's villain, Russell Van Pelt, and his army of animals and mercenaries stand in their way. Using all the skills they've learned, each player contributes to the success of the mission. Spencer, Dr. Smolder Bravestone, faces off against Van Pelt, outsmarting him with his strength and agility. Martha, Ruby Roundhouse, uses her martial arts skills to fight off the enemies, particularly in a daring scene where she dances to distract and defeat the villains. Fridge, Mouse Finbar, and Bethany, Professor Sheldon Oberon, play support roles, helping the others in critical moments. In the final moment, Spencer tosses the Jaguar's Eye to Martha, who successfully places the jewel back on the statue. As soon as the jewel is returned, Van Pelt is defeated, the jungle animals retreat, and the game is complete. With their mission accomplished, the group shouts Jumanji and is immediately transported back to the real world. Returning to reality. Back in their original teenage bodies, Spencer, Martha, Fridge, and Bethany find themselves in the same school basement where their adventure began. They realize that the game has ended, but they've all grown emotionally from the experience. Spencer and Martha's connection deepens into a potential romance. Fridge and Spencer repair their strained friendship, and Bethany becomes less self-centered and more compassionate. Later, the group visits Alex, who they learned had been trapped in the game for 20 years. To their surprise, Alex is now back in his normal timeline and living a full life with his family, thanks to the group's efforts in finishing the game. His life was restored to what it would have been had he never disappeared. In the final scene, the group decides to destroy the Jumanji video game console, ensuring that no one else can be sucked into the dangerous game world again. They smash the console with a bowling ball, putting an end to the game once and for all. Closing thought. The ending of Jumanji. Welcome to the Jungle brings the characters full circle, with each of them learning important lessons about teamwork, bravery, and self-acceptance. The destruction of the game console serves as a final reminder of their growth, while the adventure they shared in the jungle strengthens their bond as friends.